High school sports on Ticket TV is brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street, Bangor, Union Street, Bangor, and Wilson Street, Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Next Home Experience. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Hidden Meadows Golf Course in Old Town, where golf is for everyone. Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center in downtown Bangor. Heroes is the place to be. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. UMaine Athletics. For Black Bear tickets, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-BEAR. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's best driver's education for 56 years. Ticket TV is also brought to you by Darling's Auto Group, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Bangor Mall Cinemas, Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, Doors Equipment Company, Union Street Towing, Pushaw Energy, The Fitch Company, Bennett Auto Center, The Growing Place, Hillside Athletics, UMaine Early College, Bangor Tire Company, Old Town Redemption Center, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Saliba's Rug Cleaners, Traditions Golf Course, North Star Waste and Recycling, Bar Harbor Hannaford, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Hopkins Energy, Coastal Auto Parts, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Hammond Lumber Company, First National Bank, and Thomas College. Now let's get you out to the action on Ticket TV.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Old Town High School. Welcome to high school baseball on Ticket TV. Today we feature a bit of a rivalry matchup between the Orono Red Riots and the Old Town Coyotes. Both teams one game over 500. Welcome into the Dean's Detailing broadcast booth. Jim Churchill and Ernie Clark, your friendly broadcasters. And welcome into the pregame show. It's brought to you by Northeast Driving School, the leader in driver training since 1969. Ernie, let's take a look at the standings in Class C North first here, because the Orono Red Riots are right there in the number 4 spot.
Yes, indeed. 4-3 on the season. This game here marks the midpoint of their regular season schedule, 16 games on that side. Matt Norcook, coming off a win over number 3 Foxcroft yesterday, maintains the number 1 spot at 7-0. Nick Wegas from down east at 6-0, and then it's Foxcroft, Orono, Dexter, PCHS. Actually, this year it's a co-op team, Dexter and Piscataquis of Guilford, and then Washington Academy at 5-1, also a very strong team. And then Mount View at 7th place, coming out of the Kennebec Valley Athletic Conference. They're always a mystery team in the Class C North ranks lately because they don't play or play very few of the other teams in the division, where they play a lot of B schools from the KVAC. And then Bucksport, perennial contender at 4-4, rounding out the top 8.
All right, our standings brought to you by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Now let's turn our attention to Class B North, and also in 4th place, the Old Town Coyotes.
Indeed, and this is a situation where, again, you got 2 leagues. You got the Kennebec Valley Athletic Conference sitting at 1-2 with Belfast and Coney. Belfast off to a real good start this year, 7-1. They've won 3 games in extra innings. Coney 5-2, they're a former Class A school, coming off a loss to Gardner, its arch rival, yesterday. Herman Hawks, the best of the Penobscot Valley Conference right now at 5-3, but they've had a lot of close games, including a couple with Old Town, which is just 3-2. Old Town's had 4 one-run games. They're 2-2 in those, and the game that wasn't a one-run game was a 3-run victory in 8 innings.
Right.
So everything has been very tense, and they've played only 5 games so far. I think along with the 2 county teams, Caribou and Presque Isle, MDI also, and John Bass, they played the fewest games, and they've still got 2/3 of their schedule left, so they're going to have to bunch up and play a lot of games in a short period of time here coming up. They're hoping certainly the weather stays like it is today, a beautiful afternoon here, in order to get all those games in on time.
High school baseball, softball, and lacrosse on Ticket TV, presented by Greenway Equipment Sales in Ellsworth and Bangor. Nothing runs like a deer. We're also presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Main Street in Bangor, and Union Street in Bangor. Let's take a look at our Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company rosters. We'll start with the Orono Red Riots, led by Don Joseph.
Yeah, veteran coach Don Joseph with a veteran roster. Doesn't have the classes on the roster that you see, but I went and did the extra work. 7 seniors, 3 juniors, 3 sophomores, and 1 freshman on their roster of 14 players. Fairly veteran team, and Orono's done a pretty good job being competitive in Class C here over the last few years, much as Old Town has done the same in Class B. But, yeah, there's the Orono roster. They've got a lot of veterans, a lot of familiar names from the various sports that the Red Riots have been successful in, including football and basketball here over the last few years. And
now let's take a look at the Old Town Coyote roster. Home team there's here this afternoon. You see the coaches going over the ground rules with the 2 umpires. Justin Crisafulli, the head coach of the Coyotes.
Yeah, Old Town, much younger roster in terms of chronologically. No seniors on the Old Town roster. They have 1 junior. They have 5 sophomores, and they have 3, 6, 7 freshmen on this squad. So, no, actually, I was looking at the JV squad. But it's still 4 seniors, 1 junior, and 6 sophomores. Still a young team, and they've got a good pitching duo in Julian Duty and Tyler Priest, neither one of whom will be pitching today. Alex McCannell, who we saw against Hampton Academy a week and a half ago or so, getting the start. He is McCannell is one of the seniors on the squad, and he will get the start today for Coach Justin Cristofuli's club.
Looks like we're running a little ahead of schedule here, which we don't like in the broadcast world, but we will adapt. High school baseball on Ticket TV, presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Call them at 942-2226 or visit LevesqueSupply.com. We're also presented by Next Home Experience. Next Home is the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. We'll sneak in a quick break here. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the first pitch. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
All right, we are back here at Old Town High School. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, and the Deans of Detailing broadcast booth. First 2 pitches from Alex McCannell result in strikes. Kason Bagley leading things off here for the Orono Red Riots. He is the shortstop for Coach Joseph, and a swing and a miss on a high delivery. 3 pitches and 1 out here in the top of the first inning.
McCannell making his second start of the season. We saw the first one against Hampton Academy, a game that Old Town won in the late innings. Hampton having a good start in Class A this spring.
Next up, Will Francis, center fielder for the Red Riots. A swing and a miss, strike one.
McCannell had one strikeout in his previous 3 innings on the mound this spring, and has already equaled that.
And he is throwing strikes. 0-2 to Francis. McCannell working from the stretch with the bases empty, and Will Francis drives it to left field, but it's going to be caught out there. Making the play in left field for the Coyotes is Michael Garland.
Yeah, a bit of a sinking line drive there. Well hit by Francis, but Garland did 2 things right. A, he had him played almost perfectly defensively out there, and then B, he moved over and was able to get down and make the catch without too much of a strain, so 2 up, 2 down.
And there's a ball high to the next batter, Jack Brewer. He's the starting pitcher here today for the Red Riots. He's got a good arm. We've seen it on the gridiron. Quarterback for Orono takes a pitch in tight. It's 2-0.
Yeah, so all kinds of records for total yardage over the last few years, career-wise, statewide, and certainly in the 8-man circuit.
Brewer fouls that one back out of play. High school baseball on Ticket TV, presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. McCannell with a 2-1, and Brewer takes another one above the strike zone. 3-1 to Jack. McCannell works, and that is going to be in there for a called strike. Jack Brewer, a few steps up that first base line, will have to face another pitch.
Yeah, outside corner at the knees. It doesn't get much better than that if you're a pitcher.
And McCannell up and in. Brewer ducks underneath that one. It's ball 4. Now Jack can trot down to first base. A 2-out base runner here for the Red Riots. Top of the first inning, just underway here on Ticket TV. You see the release there by McCannell. And that pitch up and in. Good view from our center field camera here at Old Town High School. And this pitch is going to be fouled back out of play off the bat of Andrew Barrett, the first baseman. High school baseball also brought to you by Hidden Meadows Golf Course, 240 West Old Town Road in Old Town, and at hiddenmeadowsgolf.com, where golf is for everyone.
Good crowd over there today. I looked in as I was driving by on my way down here, and the parking lot was pretty full.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful day for baseball and golf. Breaking pitch and a swing and a miss. Barrett strikes out. 2 Ks in the top of the first inning for Alex McCannell. Orono will leave a base runner after a half inning. Red Riots nothing. Coyotes coming to the plate. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy.
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business.
Maine's largest network of parts just got a little bigger. Coastal Auto Parts, newest location in Bangor, has all your automotive needs to get you to the moments that matter most. Whether you're a professional mechanic or just need a little help, find everything you need all under one roof. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you with friendly service and expert advice right here at 200 Sylvan Road, just off I-95. Drive in, stock up, and hit the road with confidence. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we are in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
Maine football's purpose and belief are represented in the One Direction arrow. The arrow is a reminder that it takes all of us working together to be the best. Blackbird Nation, join us as we work in one direction towards victory. One team, one state, one direction.
Welcome back to Old Town High School. Bottom of the first inning, Jack Brewer into his second windup of the ball game, and he's quickly ahead of Ethan Clausen. Goes with the breaking pitch there. It's 0-2 on the Old Town center fielder. No score. Bottom of the first inning. Clausen, the leadoff batter. He'll be followed by Julian Duty and Nate Baker. The 0-2 from Brewer, and that one misses upstairs. 1-2. Great day for baseball. Sunshine. Barely a breeze, Arnie.
Tell you what, we could use one of these on a Saturday.
Dream on. Breaking pitch. That one's going to stay inside. That'll even the count at 2 strikes. After Clausen bats, we'll check in on the program history for the Orono Red Riots. They are 4-3 in Class B North. Old Town 3-2. That ball is shot through the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. Ethan Clausen on the 2-2 pitch. Shoots one into center field, and the leadoff man on here for the Coyotes.
Ball was up in the zone, looked to be in the strike zone, but just high. But he went and got it close enough so he didn't want to take a chance on striking out looking, and got on top of it and threw it right back through the box. And Old Town with the leadoff runner aboard.
Brings up Julian Duty. Shortstop and pitcher for this Coyote team. Clausen not going, certainly capable at first base. That ball is grounded foul. Strike one to Julian.
Yeah, Clausen 7 stolen bases in 9 attempts. So gets on base as a leadoff hitter and tries to get things going for an Old Town team that.
There he goes. Pitches high, throw down to second. It's going to be too late. Running start there at first base for Clausen. Stolen base number 8 on the season. 80% success rate, Ernie. That's right.
Pretty
good.
Be. Well, and it's an Old Town team that's batting just .217 as a team, and so they have to manufacture runs. So every base like that is important.
It was 1-1, now 1-2 on Duty.
Coyotes have 13 stolen bases, in 18 attempts, so they don't steal a ton, but Clausen kind of the exception to that rule.
Good look at the Orono starter right there, Jack Brewer. He goes with a breaking pitch, and it's in there, called strike 3. Duty is caught looking for the first out. Let's take a look at the Orono baseball program history here on our Ticket TV graphic.
Yeah, you see some state championships, a couple recently, 2021 and 2017. Along with the regional championship in 2019. We talked in the pregame about Orono's competitiveness in Class C here recently, and there's signs of it under Coach Nelson.
Lost to the Foxcroft Academy Ponies in last year's quarterfinals. 0-1 pitch here to Nate Baker, catcher for the Coyotes. That one dips low and outside.
I said Coach Nelson. It's Coach Joseph, Don Joseph. Played at Colby from the Waterville area.
1-1 deal. And that one tailless outside. 2-1. No score, bottom of the first inning. Potential go-ahead run at second base in the person of Ethan Clausen. And that breaking pitch going to go around the plate. 3-1 to Baker. Brewer batting .313 on the season. Fouls this one off.
He's been one of their most productive hitters.
Had a triple in that game against Herman up at Mahaney Diamond last Thursday.
He's had some late inning hits that have been key to the success of the Coyotes as well, but not this time.
Can't catch up to that one. That is the second straight strikeout for the Red Riot starter, Jack Brewer. 2 outs. Clausen in scoring position for Liam Murphy. Liam is 3 for 12 on the season. Takes a breaking pitch. Clausen going for third, and he's going to slide in safely. A cloud of dust over there. Now he's going to head for the plate. Throw to the plate's going to be wide, and Clausen is going to be safe. As the throw was towards the Old Town dugout, Schaff couldn't bring it back to the base runner, and there is Ethan Clausen creating some havoc on the bases.
So the ball obviously got away there at third base. Kind of hard to see exactly what happened with the cloud
there was
of
a
dust.
cloud of dust.
Indeed. So
it was an error anyway, letting him score.
Yeah, exactly. But that's a manufactured run by the Coyotes. Again, we talk about them struggling to score runs. They've scored, they scored 22 runs in 5 games, which is, 4 plus a game, but that's not a lot in high school baseball.
Count on Murphy is now 1-2. Bases empty, a run in, 1-0 Coyotes here in the bottom of the first inning. Brewer the kick, here's his pitch, and he left that one short of the plate. 3-1 now to the cleanup batter for the Coyotes. High school baseball on Ticket TV, brought to you in part by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Acadia FCU is a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. That one is high and off the mid of Schaff to the backstop.
Ball doesn't come back quite as quickly as it does over at Brewer, but there's not a lot of room between home plate and the backstop here at Old Town High School either.
Payoff pitch, and it is popped up foul. Going to get out of play. Let's take a look at the Old Town Coyote program history. A lot of success recently as well.
Yeah, not dissimilar to Orono as you look at 3 state championships, 2016, 21, and 23, and an additional regional championship in 2017.
Ground ball to short, Bagley over to first, and that will retire the side. Old Town picks up a run after 1 here at Old Town High School, 1-0 Coyotes. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
2024 was a fantastic year of growth for Next Home Experience, and it's all because of you. Thank you for choosing Next Home Experience for buying and selling your next home. Here's to a fantastic 2025. Get looped, get sold. Next Home Experience.
Back here at Old Town High School, Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, our Ticket TV team on hand. 1-0 Coyotes, unearned run in the bottom of the first inning for Old Town. We did not give the Old Town program history justice, Ernie, I don't think.
No, we mentioned the recent regional and state championships. 4 regional titles since 2016 and 3 state titles. Last year made it to the playoffs, lost to Caribou in the quarterfinals. Caribou went on to win regional championship. They're off to a 4-1 start this year, by the way, Caribou has, but not many heel points yet. And then you see the recent regular season records. They've been in double figures for at least the last 3 years consecutively.
Program history is brought to you by Doors Equipment Company. It's early in this one. Ernie, let's sneak in your keys to today's ball game between the Red Riots and the Coyotes.
I expect this to be a pitching game. McCannell is a veteran. He's a senior. He's the number 3 starter on the Old Town rotation, but he's a crafty veteran and did a pretty good job in the game we saw against a strong Hampton Academy team a week and a half ago, maybe, somewhere along those lines, 10, 12 days ago, and kept his team in the game and allowed Old Town to win late, upset the Class A team. And then Jack Brewer is a veteran of multiple sports. We've talked about his football success as quarterback of a state championship 8-man football team for Orono a couple of years ago. And he's a veteran senior out there, one of the leaders of the pitching staff for the Red Riots today. And the gives up the unearned run. Walks will kill you, right? Leadoff walk, and Old Town took advantage, but kind of expect this to be a low-scoring game, so the ability to manufacture runs probably will be key to both of these teams' success.
Keys to the game brought to you by Darlings in Bangor, Ellsworth, and Newport. With a great selection and great service, they're ready to put you behind the wheel. Visit darlings.com or stop in today. You'll do better at Darlings. Noah Schaff, Red Riot catcher, leading things off here in the second. Quick review of the Orono lineup. Casey Bagley led off the ball game, went down swinging. Will Francis lined out to left field. Jack Brewer walked, and he was stranded at first base. Andrew Barrett, the final out in the first inning. And now Schaff, the number 5 batter behind the plate. Logan Williams, number 6 in left field, 7 through 9 for Coach Joseph. It is Matt Allen at second base, Zach Ryder at third base, and the DH is Cooper Brown batting for Callum Bryant, who's in right field. Callum Bryant, where have I heard that name before?
I don't know. I've seen it. It in the
that one is fouled, and the bat of Noah Schaff ends up in the third base dugout. It appears that everybody is okay over there as it helicoptered into the Coyote dugout.
Well, they had to maintain some altitude on that.
That's
because there's a stoppage about 3.5, 4 feet high over there.
Noah's a strong guy.
Most of the dugout, but he, yes, indeed, had the strength, and might be looking into like a shot put discus kind of thing going on.
Wearing helmets over there. And he's going to hit a shot through the middle into center field. That was a hanging pitch up in the zone, and Schaff teed off a leadoff single here for the Red Riots.
Yeah, good two-strike hitting there by the senior. Again, it was high pitch. Might have been on the outside half of the plate, went with it, got on top of it, and lined it sharply into center field to give Orono a leadoff runner aboard.
All right, McCannell, the second base runner in the ball game. Issued a walk. Here's a heartache ground ball to short. Duty, the flip to second, one on to first. Throw a little wide, and it's going to be scooped over there, and that will be a double play. Well done there by the Coyotes, 6-4 to 3. The turn at second base by Michael Carroll.
Yeah, and a nice scoop over there by Carter Osno at first. The ball was to the outfield side of the base. One hop, pretty low, didn't come up all that far, but Osno stayed down on it. Wasn't much time, though. It was a quick relay there at second base by the Coyotes. So a nice play all around defensively there to get to the quick way.
Carroll, the second baseman, came over to give Osno a high five, preventing a throwing error possibly there. It's going to bring up Matt Allen for the Red Riots. He's down in the count, 0-1. And he's going to drive one to center field. Clausen on the move. He's going to have to play it on a couple of hops. So some solid contact here in this second inning for the Red Riots, but the double play certainly key for the Coyotes right now.
Yeah, it was a sharply hit ball as well. That time ball just to the left of the center field bag into medium center field, and Clausen playing pretty much straight away. Couldn't quite get to it before it sank and landed. But a 2-out single now after the double play.
Cannell's first pitch to Zach Ryder. Breaking pitch down and away, ball 1. Cannell working quickly. Setting at the midsection. Here's his pitch, and that ball is hit in the air to center field. Clausen has a beat on this one, and he'll make the one-handed stab for the final out. Couple hits in the inning for the Red Riots, but they do not score. After 1.5 here at Old Town, 1-0 Coyotes. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union. We keep you mobile.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Welcome back to Old Town High School. Beautiful day for baseball. 1-0 our score after 1.5. Let's remind you of the upcoming live events on Maine Sports Leader. 92.9 The Ticket. Another busy week on the Ticket. And we've got Red Sox and Tigers. Red Sox trying to bounce back, you might say, tonight, Ernie, after getting thrashed last night, 14-2. Second time this season that Tanner Houck has given up 11 earned runs.
He's beyond saving his ERA for the season now. We're doing that twice.
8.
Oh, my goodness.
Tigers and Sox again tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we'll have Maine baseball at Yukon. Black Bears in their bye week, taking on the Huskies prior to the Americas Baseball Tournament. And then the Red Sox back at home on Friday evening. They'll be hosting the Atlanta Braves.
Red Sox in a tougher part of their schedule right now. Tigers are really one of the best teams in the American League.
They are the best team.
They are. I didn't know if their record was or not, but I mean, of course, they got a little bit of maybe an easier schedule than the AL East teams playing in the Central, but
not easier than the Red Sox.
No,
they've had the easiest, I believe.
Not anymore.
Close.
And the Red Sox schedule has gotten tougher here in the last couple of days.
Oh, softball came over on the
okay.
baseball field.
I don't see that too often. Usually it's the other way around. The baseball's going over to the softball field just behind us.
5, 6, and 7 batters due for the Coyotes. Alex McCannell, Carter Osno, and Michael Garland. First pitch to McCannell is up and away. Alex, when he's not pitching, will play second base for Coach Chris Afuli. And he's going to take a pitch in tight. It's 2-0.
He was part of that most recent state championship team for the Coyotes, which came in 2023, 2 years ago, as a sophomore.
2-0 deal by Brewer. He's going to end up below the strike zone. It's 3-0. High school baseball and softball on Ticket TV, brought to you by Dean's Detailing. They've been Maine's auto detailing leader for 54 years. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, look good and feel good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Strike one to McCannell. 3-1 to the number 5 batter. Brewer back to work, and he gets the breaking pitch over. Count is full.
Yeah, both these pitchers mixing their pitches fairly well here early on. Certainly not afraid to use the breaking pitch even down the count.
Here's the payoff, and it's up and away. Leadoff walk. McCannell down to first, and Osno to the plate. Coverage today brought to you by the Fitch Company, where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to meet varied engineering challenges or handle projects. Visit them at fitchcompany.com. Next up is Osno, and he takes a strike at the letters.
Interesting to look at the stats here for the Coyotes. You mentioned they struggle hitting a bit, just 22 hits on the season, but 31 walks coming into the game. So they are very patient at the plate.
Got some flesh there. Did that pitch from Jack Brewer running inside on Osno. He's struck by the pitch, first and second now. Nobody out. Let's remind you of the local shows on Maine Sports Leader, 92.9 The Ticket. I was reminded of the morning roast because Tyler Cruz is standing to our left doing some work for ABC 7, Fox 22. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 a.m. It is the roast on Maine Sports Leader. They get you started, and the drive takes you home weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. Aaron Jackson, Mark Paulette on the air right now. His ground ball towards short. Bagley bobbles. Now he's going to throw to first, and it's going to be too late. That'll be an E6, and the bases are going to be loaded here for the Coyotes.
Yeah, runner going from second to third, McCannell, caused just enough of a distraction in front of Bagley that he brought his eyes up just for a second, and as a result didn't control the ball immediately, and that was long enough for everybody to reach base. And now bases loaded, nobody out on a walk, a hit by pitch, and an E6.
A little bit of everything. Now this one is popped up on the infield, And taking charge at third base and making the catch is Zach Ryder for the first out. A big one for Jack Brewer and the Red Riots. So one down, bases empty. Coyotes leading it 1-0. And it's going to bring up Parker Day. Michael Carroll popping out to third base. And Day, it's a rocket but foul. Looking down that third base side. McCannell down to the dirt.
Old Town aggressive at the plate with the bases loaded here. Swinging first pitch, the last two batters got a pop-up last time, and sharply hit foul ball by Day here.
And that's a called strike, so Parker in a hole here, 0-2. Brewer trying to extricate himself from a big-time jam here in the bottom of the second inning. Old Town up 1-0, looking for more. And that breaking pitch is going to stay high. Parker Day on the season, officially 1 for 5. Brewer a fastball, this one in the air. Shallow center field. Who's got it? It's going to be Bagley making the catch in shallow center field, and he'll fire it in towards the plate. McCannell will have to hold at third base. So 2 big outs here for the Red Riots. Nice play there by Bagley, roaming on the right side of the outfield.
I think in an ideal world, Orono might have been better off with the center fielder making the catch. He coming in on the play can see everything that's happening in front of him, whereas Bagley was going away, but Bagley called off the center fielder, Francis, and made the catch in the quick pivot to prevent the runner from scoring.
Pitch in the dirt. Schaff got just enough of it, kept it near the home plate area. No advancement by the base runners. This would be a big lift for Orono if Brewer can keep the Coyotes at bay here in the bottom of the second. The right-hander is ready. His pitch, and this one is fouled back. Ethan Clausen, his second at bat, singled, stole 2 bases, scored on an error back in the first inning, the only run of the contest. Well, if Clausen was the runner at third base on that pop-up, he is heading home.
Gone. Yeah, he would have been right there at third base waiting for the ball to hit leather, and then he would be gone. And it would have taken a perfect play to get him out.
Ooh, breaking pitch and a beauty there from Brewer. Up in the count here against Clausen. Old Town had the bases loaded, nobody out. Now 2 outs, breaking pitch again. Ooh, Noah Schaff wanted that call. Jack Brewer was halfway to that first baseline. Let's take another look at it from the center field camera. Close call there.
Close. Schaff stayed down. I was wondering if he jumped up so early that he might have blocked the umpire out, but he really didn't do that. Schaff, pretty big kid back there behind the plate for Orono.
Brewers 2-2. Breaking pitch down in the dirt, scooped up by Noah Schaff, and now the count is full. So Brewer's going to have to come in to Clausen here with nowhere to put him.
See if he comes back with a fastball now. He's missed a couple of curveballs here in this sequence.
Brewer the set, takes a deep breath, his pitch, and it's going to be over the outside corner, called strike 3, and that'll do it for the Coyotes. So they had the bases loaded, nobody out. Brewer gets the next 3 batters. We go to the third. Still 1-0 Old Town. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Make the switch to Hopkins Energy, your trusted source for #2 heating oil. In Maine's challenging climate, emergencies can happen anytime. That's why we offer fast and responsive emergency fuel deliveries, as well as automatic deliveries. Our dedicated team is always just a call away, ensuring you never run out of fuel. Dependable service tailored to your needs. Visit hopkinsenergy.com.
Your first car, your first edition, and your first edition. We're here to help with all of life's firsts. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Welcome back to Old Town High School. 1-0 here on the baseball diamonds. We have a report from the softball diamond. It's 3-0 Old Town. They are playing just off to our right. You can see our production truck, our trailer behind us. Let's take a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule here on Ticket TV. We'll see the Riots again tomorrow from Orono High School. They'll be hosting George Stevens Academy. And then the debut of lacrosse on Ticket TV. Brewer at Bangor on Friday night, 5:45. In that one, pregame show at 5:30, and then TBD on Tuesday. Don't have a lot of choices there. We have a couple. We're just waiting to see what the venue might be.
Ah, there we go.
And then on Wednesday, more lacrosse, Camden Academy taking on John Babs from Husson University.
I wasn't sure what that logo was of.
All right, top of the third, and this one off the hands, pop-up Osno over in front of the Orono dugout. Holds onto the baseball and his cap. That's out number one.
Is that a double play, Jim?
Cooper Brown fouling out to the Old Town first baseman.
Yeah, as you could hear in our microphones, the wind picked up, but Osno did a good job. He caught that ball probably about 3 feet from the dugout on the run, was able to stop and, as you mentioned, catch his hat as it blew off.
Breaking pitch from McCannell into Bagley for strike one. Kaysen struck out swinging back in the first inning, leading off the ball game. Shortstop for the Red Riots. Here's the 0-1. That one's going to be in the dirt to the backstop. High school baseball on Ticket TV, brought to you by Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, offering custom blinds, shades, drapery, and outdoor awnings. Bangor Window Shade, 105 Main Street in Bangor. There's a called strike to Bagley, 1-2. I like the pace from Alex McCannell, Ernie.
Yeah, he's very comfortable out there on the mound.
And Bagley a piece there, fouling it back out of play.
Again, he's only pitched 3 innings this season, but is a senior and just a kind of a veteran, and the game apparently has slowed down for him by this point, so that he can take his time and think about what he's doing a little bit more.
1-2, breaking pitch, and that's going to go around the plate. Missing inside, 2-2. McCannell works, and that one's down in the dirt. Stuck on the side of the road. Union Street Towing has you covered 24/7 statewide. From breakdowns to lockouts, they'll get you moving fast. Call 942-4200. Union Street Towing, driven to be there when you need them the most. McCannell's 3-2. And it's in there, called strike 3. Well located there from the Old Town righty. Gets Bagley for the second time, has retired the first 2 batters here in the top of the third inning. He's going to bring up Will Francis. Will struck it well back in the first, lining out to left field. Nice sliding catch out there by Michael Garland. Breaking pitch to Francis. That's in the zone, 0-1. See McCannell from our center field camera, and that ball is blind into center field. Second hard hit baseball off the bat of Will Francis. This one drops in, and the Red Riots have a 2-out base runner.
Yeah, not an easy pitch to hit. Again, high and toward the outside of the plate, but nice job of getting the bat over the ball and put some topspin on it, but stayed up long enough to get to the outfield and right center, and Francis on base with 2 down here. We see a little action on the base pass to try to get in a scoring position with the 2 outs.
Will's putting the oven mitt on.
I read somewhere where that doesn't do you any good. And that,
well, but it's fashionable.
Well, that's the thing. The fewer of the major leaguers are using it, and they're trying to talk the kids out of either using it for cooking purposes or not bother.
Oh, pitch inside to Jack Brewer. I think it got him on the brim of the helmet.
I'd have to see that again. Here we go.
Nowhere's
Maybe.
for where. Let's look at it from center field. Pitch running in. Oh, right on the top.
Right on the top.
Yeah.
There's an O on the helmet. That's where it hit.
All right, runners at first and second now. 2 outs. 2 out single by Francis. Brewer hit by the pitch. And now it's Andrew Barrett, the first baseman, at the plate.
Cleanup hitter as well, so big spot here for the Red Riots with a couple of runners aboard.
Down in the count, 0-1. Struck out in the first inning. Francis with excellent speed at second base. Duty trying to keep him close. McCannell to the plate, and it's over the outside edge. Barrett down in the count here, 0-2. Looking to make contact and find a hole in that Old Town defense, get this game tied up. There goes Francis. Both runners going, throw to third, and will slide in safely. Pretty good throw there by Baker. And now the Red Riots with runners at second and third, 2 men in scoring position for Andrew Barrett.
Yeah, the third baseman for Old Town, Liam Murphy, almost got the slap tag on him from behind, but Francis able to get down, and now 2 runners in scoring position.
Barrett hits it in the air, left side, fading towards foul territory, and the left fielder, Michael Garland, can't quite get there in time. The count remains 1-2. Today's game brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Great food, great drinks, great vibes. For takeout, call 947-5000 or visit unos.com. Still 1-2 on Andrew Barrett. Deep crouch from that left side. Looking out at McCannell, off-speed pitch, and a foul at the plate. And a life for Andrew. Game also brought to you by Bennett Auto Center. Experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and at BennettAutoCenter.com. McCannell ready. And that one just a bit outside, 2-2. 42 pitches for McCannell. Trying to get out of some 2-out trouble. And that ball is shot to right field. That's going to get in there. No, it's going to be caught out there by the right fielder. Parker Day making the catch, robbing Andrew Barrett. And the Red Riots are denied here in the top of the third. They leave 2 after 2.5 at Old Town High School. It's 1-0 Coyotes. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Have you tried the new happy hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more. Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
1-0 our score through 2.5 innings. Old Town Coyotes coming to the plate here in their half of the third. Today's game brought to you by Doors Equipment Company, your local Kubota dealer. Doors can help you with all of your equipment needs. Now offering 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select models. Visit doorsequipment.com. Let's take a look at the school profile for Orono High School, Ernie.
Yes, sir. In 360 of the enrollment, Mike Archer, the athletic administrator, Meredith Diamond, and Sam Runco, the co-principals, and the school mascot, obviously the Red Riots. Did you know Orono High School has one of the longest-running Science Olympiad programs in Maine, with state championships and national meet appearances over the years?
Very good.
For them, another activity.
That's right.
The Red Riots shining.
Our game today brought to you by Pat's Pizza in Hamden. Whether playing or just watching, baseball can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza on Main Road in Hamden. Call 947-6488 or visit patspizzahamden.com. First pitch by Jack Brewer here in the bottom of the third inning. Popped up down the first base line in foul territory. Noah Schaff will catch up to it for the first out.
That's a heck of a play by Schaff. He had to run about, 30 feet of the 90 on the base path to get to first base. But I'm guessing that first baseman Logan Williams sees Schaff coming at about 6'3", 6'4", out of the open behind the plate. Is going to give way, and Schaff had no problem making that catch.
And here's a drive to right field, hit deep, and that ball is gone. Nate Baker goes yard over the right field fence, and that's going to give Old Town a 2-0 lead. Baker, who had a triple at Mahaney Diamond last week, hit it down the right field line into the corner, made it all the way to third base here today. He's floating on air, Ernie, as he touches home plate.
And so was the ball. You can see the flags over on the softball field blowing out toward right field a little bit, but most of the balls have been sinking off the bats of hitters from both teams there, but not Baker, as he put a charge into it. Callum Bryant, the right fielder. Yes, nice swing. Kept going back, and suddenly that ball cleared by plenty out there. Don't know the dimensions out to right field. It's not the deepest ballpark in the world, but certainly that was deep enough to extend the Old Town lead.
Look at the smile on the face of Nate Baker, rounding those bases.
Always nice to be able to put the trot on.
That's right. Doesn't happen often in high school baseball. That's home run number 1 for the Coyotes this season. And this one is going to be fouled back. Ernie, I have lost the other half of my score sheet. Do you see any paper flying around?
I did not see anything paper flying around. Oh, yes, I do. I see it in front of us, down below.
Oh, there it is. All right. Ooh, there is a shot through the middle. And that is Liam Murphy following up the home run by Nate Baker with a line single to center field.
Third hit of the game for the Coyotes. I figured your longer legs would take care of that.
They come in handy on occasion. Called strike to the Old Town pitcher, Alex McCannell. Julian Duty fouling out to Schaff to start the inning. The blast by Baker, now a base hit by Murphy. McCannell walked, stranded at third base. Old Town left 3 on. Last inning, the second. There's solid contact to left field, but there to make the play for the Red Riots is Logan Williams.
Yeah, he started to come in just a little bit on that. Williams sensing the ball might, again, sink like so many others have, with the exception of Baker's blast, but that one stayed up and made for an easy catch in pretty much straightaway left.
Osno takes a bender for strike 1. Carter was hit by a pitch back in the second inning. Brewer back to work, breaking pitch, and that's going to grab the strike zone. 0-2. Today's game brought to you by The Growing Place, helping families grow for less and polishing your home and style for a fraction of retail cost. Check them first, check them often. Do Green. Sustainability is always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. Swing and a miss, pitch in the dirt. Schaff will have to throw down to first, a little low, but it's scooped up there by Barrett, and that will do it for the Coyotes here in the bottom of the third inning. They pick up a run on the Baker blast after 3 here at Old Town High School. It is 2-0 Coyotes. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
With the great backyard comes great responsibility. From the keeper of the flame to the referee of the greatest game ever played. Lifelong memories start here at Glen Burn Landscape and Supply. Residential and commercial projects are a breeze with our premium mulch, stone, and topsoil products. And maintain your backyard in style with the industry's leading lawn care products and equipment. Built to work and built to last. With rugged durability and superior performance, these tools were built for you. Glenburn Landscape and Supply, where great backyards begin.
The marathon of life can be challenging. Chores and responsibilities keep us from the things we once loved and the aspirations we set. But it's never too late to find your second wind. With an affordable, fully online program and advisors to help you along the way, you can cross the finish line at your own pace. Finish strong at the University of Maine.
We are back here at Old Town High School, moving to the fourth inning. Orono coming to the plate. They trail the Old Town Coyotes by a score of 2-0. Today's game brought to you by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan, Route 1 in Hancock, and at tonysfairwayauto.com. Noah Schaff will lead things off for the Red Riots here in their half of the fourth inning. Noah had a base hit his first trip. And he takes a called strike here. Schaff, Williams, and Allen due for the Red Riots. And one misses below the zone. Old Town an unearned run in the bottom of the first inning, and then they get the home run from Nate Baker. Solo job in the bottom of the third inning. That breaking pitch missing down and away. 2-0 to Noah. After this batter, we will get the school profile for Old Town High School. Fastball is low, 3-1. Red Riots looking for base runners here.
Yeah.
Alex McCannell asking the home plate umpire if that one was low, and he said yes.
Had a leadoff runner aboard in the second inning. That was a single by Schaff. That's the only leadoff runner to date.
Schaff hits this one on the ground foul. Backhanded play there by Murphy in foul territory, so the count will be full. Breeze has picked up over the last inning or so, blowing out. And that pitch is fouled back. Still 3-2 on the Orono catcher. I don't see a flag here, Ernie, so I was looking for a blade of grass. Oh, there it is. Right there. Yeah. It is blowing out.
It's blowing out. Yeah. More toward right in center field and toward left. Kind of feeling on our backs a little bit.
Another payoff pitch, and Schaff fouls off a tough one. 7-pitch at bat so far. Our game today also brought to you by Bangor Mall Cinemas, Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years. Bangor Mall Cinemas features luxury recliners and an upgraded food menu. Find show times and reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. Another payoff, breaking pitch, and that's going to stay inside, ball 4. All right, let's take a look at the Old Town Coyote school profile here, Ernesto.
Yes, Canoe City of Old Town, Maine.
There it is.
Enrollment 546, Jeremy Bousquet, the athletic administrator, Scott Gordon, the principal for the Coyotes. And did you know the current Old Town High School building opened in 1953 after being designed by renowned Maine architect Alonzo Harriman, who also designed several other notable public buildings across New England.
Alonzo Harriman, yes, leaving his mark. Pitch is outside. Williams, the batter, grounded into a 6-4-3 double play, his first time up. Schaff the lead at first, held there by Osno. The pitch by McCannell, and it's going to be outside, ball 2. McCannell the set. He's ready, and a swing and a miss. Maybe took a little off that one. Williams out in front.
2-0 pitch, thought he would get something to hit, and I think the change of speed was the difference that gave McCannell the win on that particular pitch. Orono trying to be patient here to get runners aboard.
Swing and a miss now by Williams. Throw down to first, and the ball is going to get past Osno into shallow right field. Schaff will move up to second base. As Baker tried to pick him off at first, that'll be an error on the Old Town catcher. And Now Schaff in scoring position. You see Noah getting back to first, the ball getting away.
Yep,
didn't make that baseball quickly.
Didn't make it to first base, popped up and didn't go that far behind first, but enough to enable Schaff to get the extra base.
2-2 pitch, bends Williams back, and the second straight full count here for McCannell. The right-hander fires, and the pitch is in the air, left side of the diamond. Julian Duty, the shortstop, will make the catch, just barely on the outfield grass. One down, runner at second base for Matt Allen.
Good job by McCannell there of inducing the pop-up. No runner advancing and get the first out of the inning.
Matt Allen had a base hit his first trip. And he hits this one high in the air to left field. Garland over, and he will run it down just inside the foul line. And here's Schaff tagging and moving over to third base. Struck well by Allen, but he is out number 2.
Yeah, that was dangerous. That looked like on a normal day with a normal breeze here, that might have been out of here. That was hit very well down the left field line by Allen. And then a good job by Schaff of being able to see everything in front of him from second base to know that he could make the run to third after the catch.
Another nice play in left field by Michael Garland.
Yeah, he had good play or two the other day
Right.
when we saw them play Hamden as well. So he's done a nice job out in the outfield. Again, Old Town doesn't give up a ton of runs. They don't score a ton of runs. They don't give up a ton of runs. And part of that's because of the good defense that they play.
Red Riots looking to get on the board. Don Joseph down from the third base coach's box had a word for Zach Ryder, who puts one in the air to left field. There's that man again, Michael Garland, squeezing it for the final out. The Red Riots will strand Schaff at third. Halfway through this one, 2-0 Coyotes. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Two 2-0 Old Town through 3.5. Jack Brewer back on the hill for the Red Riots. In the Coyotes, an unearned run in the bottom of the first inning. Nate Baker, a home run, his first of the season in the bottom of the third. High school baseball and softball, along with lacrosse on Ticket TV. Brought to you by Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company. For the best in landscaping, landscaping materials, and landscaping equipment is Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company at 6 Wilson Way in Glenburn and at glenburnlandscape.com. Also brought to you by Novus Auto Glass. Call Novus Auto Glass today at 945-6688 to get your windshield repaired or replaced. And a reminder, Ticket TV, Ernie, very simple slogan, very simple formula.
Simple most times, but I got
some
it today.
simple broadcasters.
Yes, free, always free.
Yes.
Whether you watch it live, like you could be right now,
But you
or
could stop right there.
Right.
I mean, you could just
That'd
stop
be
right
enough.
there, and
no downside to
90%
free and
of the
live.
public would be happy.
Right.
But
for the other 10%, it's also free if you wish to watch it on demand at some point after the game is completed.
Like tonight when it's up on the Ticket website, 929theticket.com, or you can watch it on the Ticket app as well.
Although I question the use of the hyphen there. I don't think that it's necessary.
Well, you are a wordsmith, and I think
I mean,
Max
it's okay.
Pottle, our graphics
It's okay.
person, our producer, our director, our big man on campus, needs to take note of that.
Well, we're all trying to make it as easy as possible for the viewer.
It's a team effort. We don't want to confuse them with hyphens.
No, that's true.
Really throw them off.
Back in the day, it would work against my word count to put a hyphen in because that would make it one word
that's
instead
right.
of two.
Ah, geez, I need one more.
Yeah. Usually they wanted me to have one less.
Okay. Well, you were using a lot of hyphens then. Just making up stuff.
Yeah.
All right, 0-2 on the leadoff batter. Fouls went off. This is Michael Garland.
Yeah, a couple nice plays in the outfield there in the last inning. Well, one was routine, but got the last 2 outs of the inning, catching fly balls.
He is solid out there. Here's another 0-2 pitch, and he's going to go down hacking here. Leadoff man set down by Jack Brewer.
That's strikeout number 5, I believe. He's walked 1 and hit a batter.
Next up, Michael Carroll, second baseman. And he slaps it on the ground. Oh, nice stab there at third base. Throw across the diamond in time. Good stab there by Zach Ryder to prevent a base hit. Out number 2.
They had to go to his left toward the shortstop hole, but made the play look easy there. Came up, strong arm once he had made the catch, and 2 up, 2 down here for the Coyotes in the 4th.
Base is empty for Parker Day. Parker popped out to Bagley in the 2nd inning. Takes strike 1 here.
Yeah,
so you think of the best third baseman in baseball history. So Brooks Robinson was always the person they brought up.
Yeah.
Then Mike Schmidt.
Greg Nettles.
Greg Nettles. Who else comes to mind?
Well, I think after that, it's a line, and then you got to think about the next level. I mean, at least in terms of how long I've been watching it.
Seems like we're missing somebody. That one's fouled off the catcher's mitt, 1 and 2.
They say Nolan Arenado has been a pretty good third baseman, although he's aging now a little bit.
The hot corner.
Who's the best Red Sox third baseman that you can recall?
Boggs made himself a pretty good third baseman. He worked hard at it. I wouldn't put him in the Schmidt or Robinson category, but he was decent.
Got your Joe Foys and your Clell Laverne Hobson.
Swing and a miss. And that will do it for Parker Day and the Coyotes. A 1-2-3 4th inning for Jack Brewer. Still 2-0 Old Town after 4 on Ticket TV.
2024 was a fantastic year of growth for Next Home Experience, and it's all because of you. Thank you for choosing Next Home Experience for buying and selling your next home. Here's to a fantastic 2025. Get looped, get sold. Next Home Experience.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Lee Tannehill, Gil McDougald. All right, we are back here at Old Town High School. Red Riots coming up here in the top of the 5th inning, looking for some offense. They trail it 2-0, each team with 3 hits in today's ball game. 2 up for the Red Riots. It'll be their 9-1-2 batters. Cooper Brown, Kason Bagley, and Will Francis against the dealings of Alex McCannell.
Just 59 pitches through 4 innings for McCannell, averaging just under 15 an inning. That's not bad.
You can hear the breeze that has picked up since we first started.
Airless defense for the Coyotes.
McCannell's first pitch here in the 5th misses outside, ball 1. Cooper Brown The DH fouled out to first base, leading off the third. Now leading off the fifth inning for Orono. And he hits this one in the air, right side, and a little leap there by Carroll. He'll make the catch for the first out. Today's game brought to you by Bangor Tire Company. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire Company has you covered since 1927. The best in tires and service. Find them at 514 Colebrook Road in Herman or at bangortire.com. Top of the lineup for the Red Riots, Kason Bagley. He's had a tough time so far against McCannell. Couple of strikeouts, takes ball one.
McCannell has walked 2 and struck out 3 so far. Also hit a batter.
And Kason trying to golf that low delivery. Cannot connect. It's 1-1. Breaking pitch, and this one is hit to third. Murphy over to Osno, and that is out number 2. Let's take a look at the upcoming live events on Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket. Red Sox baseball, Sox in Motown taking on the Tigers, and they took it on the chin last night, losing 14-2. Try to get even in that series this evening. Pre-game show is coming up in about 13 minutes. Same tomorrow, Thursday, Maine baseball. Pre-game at 5:30 as they take on UConn. Final week of the regular season for the Black Bears, and then the Red Sox host the Braves on Friday night.
Who's pitching for the Red Sox tonight? Is that a...
Well, thank God it's not Tanner Houck.
No, it's not. He pitched more than enough last night.
Ooh, another Orono batter trying to golf a low pitch. Will Francis at the plate. Count of 1-1 on the Red Riot center fielder. Will has hit the ball hard twice. He's 1 for 2, singled in the third.
Yeah, I got to third base in the third inning. Went to second on a hit by pitch to Brewer and then stole third, but it was stranded there. That's as close as Orono's come to scoring.
Oh, slow breaking pitch, and Will could not time that one.
Now you could see him kind of
slow
everything down as much as he could, including the velocity on the swing, but still couldn't get on it.
Well, that's the best looking batting gloves we've seen, Ernie.
Yeah, that's a
very
stylish.
Dynamic, to say the least.
Looks like a lot of NBA sneakers. A lot of anybody's sneakers nowadays. Color is not an object.
Ooh, and that fastball runs inside, and Will a half-hearted swing there. He goes down. A 1-2-3 inning for Alex McCannell. He's retired 6 straight. We played 4.5 here at Old Town. Coyotes on top 2-0 here on Ticket TV.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food, stay for the friends.
The marathon of life can be challenging. Chores and responsibilities keep us from the things we once loved and the aspirations we set. But it's never too late to find your second wind. With an affordable, fully online program and advisors to help you along the way, you can cross the finish line at your own pace. Finish strong at the University of Maine.
Welcome back to our high school baseball coverage here on Ticket TV. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark in the Dean's Detailing broadcast booth. 2-0 Old Town through 4.5 innings. High school baseball and softball and lacrosse on Ticket TV, brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center, the original Redemption Center of Old Town for 30 years. They are family owned and operated. Open Monday through Saturday with $100 giveaways each month. Old Town Redemption Center, 13 Chester Street in Old Town. Call 827-7887. Also brought to you by Pushaw Energy. At Pushaw Energy, their goal is to provide heating fuel at the lowest possible cost. Give them a chance to be your oil company, and you will not be disappointed. Offering on-call and automatic delivery service in the greater Bangor area. Call 949-9108 or visit PushawEnergy.com. All right, due up for the Coyotes here in the home half of the 5th inning. It is the top of the lineup, Ethan Clausen. Ethan 1 for 2. Scored one of the runs for the Coyotes. Brewers 1-0, and that is low.
Clausen would like to get on base here to perhaps give his team a chance to add an additional insurance run, up 2-0 as we head toward the latter innings. Just 6 outs left for Orono.
Brewers pitch, and that is in the air right side. It's going to fall in front of Bryant, and it'll be a leadoff single here for Clausen. Taking it the opposite way. Hit number 4 for the Coyotes. Ethan has 2 of them.
See if he gets on the bases again, and he did steal second in the first inning when he eventually came around to score the first run of the game.
Julian Duty, shortstop, the batter, 0 for 2. He hits it to third base, and they go to second 1, and the relay to first is going to be far too late. So a fielder's choice for Duty. Clausen erased at second.
It's a good job by Orono defensively. Take your time, get the Shore out, and get the out and the base runner, and Clausen, the stolen base threat, the speed, primary speed for the Coyotes lineup. Got him off the base pass, and now just a runner on first and 1 down.
Ryder to Allen, 6-4. And here is the powerful left-handed batter, Nate Baker. Went deep last time up, runner going, throw down. That'll be a stolen base for Duty. Head first dive into second base.
Duty's 4th stolen base in as many attempts this season for Old Town. He's the second leading base stealer for the Coyotes.
Pitch was a strike to Baker. Left-handed batter puts it in the air here. And Will Francis will make the catch. And the runner's going to try to go to third. Here's the relay, and ball and runner get there at the same time. Nice job by Brewer backing it up. So Duty does advance 90 feet on the flyout by Baker. The 2-0 lead, you can be aggressive like that. Most coaches would not want you to be close to making the third out at third base.
That would have been close, but you mentioned Brewer in the backup play there that prevented perhaps a run from scoring as ball on a hop got past third base. But the Orono pitcher was right there to scoop it up before Duty could advance.
Third baseman Liam Murphy standing in, and he takes one down and away. Liam is 1 for 2, singled his last time up in the third. Game today also brought to you by UMaine Athletics. For Black Bear tickets, call the ticket office at 581-BEAR or visit goblackbears.com/tickets. Hard hit to third. Not all that hard hit, I guess. Throw to first here by Ryder, and that will do it for the Coyotes. They leave 1, and they have a 2-0 lead after 5 on Ticket TV.
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Have you tried the new happy hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more. Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com.
Welcome back to Old Town High School, scene for some high school baseball action here today, along with some high school softball. Off to our right, Orono Red Riots, Old Town Coyotes going at it, 2-0 Coyotes. We got a pitching change for Old Town. We'll get to that here in just a second. First, we want to remind you of the upcoming broadcast schedule here on Ticket TV. As we're going to see these Red Riots once again tomorrow from Orono High Schools. They'll be hosting George Stevens Academy Friday evening from Cameron Stadium in Bangor. It's high school lacrosse, Brewer and Bangor going at it. We'll see what happens early in the week. Trying to target a game on Tuesday the 20th. Got to wait to see what we have for venues there. Then on Wednesday evening, more lacrosse. Hamden Academy taking on John Bapps from Husson University. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule now for the Orono Red Riots. Of course, that game on Ticket TV tomorrow, Ernie, and some recent results.
Yes, indeed. Nice win over Dexter. Dexter's 6-2 and just behind Orono in the standings in Class C North. Mount View is in 7th place at 4-2. The 3 losses that Orono have, by the way, are to Foxcroft. They're 5-2 in number 2. Against Madanoncook, 7-0 number 1. And against Mount View in their most recent game, they are 4-2 in number 7. So that's what 5 and 7 is 12, 16-4 the combined record of the teams that have beaten Orono so far this season. And then you mentioned the game against GSA. They're struggling a bit this year, but then it's a trip to the shores of the Piscataquis to place the Foxcroft Academy Ponies in a rematch of a game that I think went 14-12 in favor of Foxcroft here early in the season, Game 3 after Orono had won its first 2. So that'll be a tough test for the Red Riots, but a point-worthy game if they can get that one coming next Monday.
Schedule's brought to you by Levesque Business Solutions. We'll take a gander at the Old Town schedule.
Duty has been the busiest of the Old Town pitchers so far this year. As we look at the Old Town schedule, coming off a couple of one-run losses after a 3-0 start, lost to MDI and then to Herman for the second time this season. They actually split with Herman, and they've already played their 2 games.
Jack Brewer leading things off for Orono against Julian Duty, who's taken over on the mound for Alex McCannell. McCannell 5 shutout innings. Now Duty on, looking to close it out for Old Town. After a strike, a ball to Brewer. He'll be followed by Andrew Barrett and then Noah Schaff. 3, 4, and 5 in the Red Riot lineup. And that one's fouled back by Brewer. 1 and 2.
Yeah, Justin Cosapulli, it looks like in almost every game he's gone with the two pitcher, not a rotation, but a 2-pitcher plan. I don't see a lot of complete games. Actually, McCann was pretty low on the pitch count today and hadn't given up a run or allowed just 3 hits, struck out 4, walked 2, and hit a batter.
Oh, breaking pitch and a line drive, but leaping and making the catch is Ethan Clausen. He's moved in from center field to play shortstop, and that's a big out number 1 here late in this ball game.
Yeah, you've got Clausen moving from center field to shortstop. I'm sure McCannell is playing second base now, and then the second baseman initially would have been Michael Carroll, and I think he's out in the outfield.
Here's a shot down the left side, and that's going to get in there for a base hit. Barehanded out there by Garland.
First pitch hitting there by Barrett goes to the opposite field. Ball tails away from the left fielder for Old Town, Michael Garland, but sure-handed with the bare hand there to prevent the batter, Barrett, from thinking about going to second.
Tyler Priest is warming up in the bullpen for the Coyotes. Duty misses high with a hard one. Noah Schaff, the batter. He's been on base twice, singled in the second inning, walked, made it all the way to third base in the fourth, was stranded there.
Duty pitched 5 innings of relief in the loss to Herman.
That one's going to go to the backstop, and that's going to allow Barrett to take second base on a wild pitch.
Last Friday, pre-started, Herman jumped out to a 5-0 lead, and Duty came in and pitched the final 5, like I said, in relief, allowed 5 hits and 1 run. Picked up the loss as Herman won that game 6-5, but pitched well.
2-0 pitch, and that's going to be a strike at the knees. Reminder to follow us on social media. On X at 929 The Ticket, Facebook 92.9 The Ticket, and Instagram 92.9 The Ticket. And that one is pulled foul on the ground off the bat of Schaff. 2-2 to the Orono catcher. Schaff digging into the right-handed batter's box. Duty looks back at the base runner, now fires, and the pitch is high, and it's a full count. Logan Williams due up next for the Red Riots. Duty has the sign from Baker. The right-hander. A long set, and now time called. Today's game brought to you by Traditions Golf Club and Learning Center in Holden. The Traditions course is open. After some swings on the range, enjoy Pat's Pizza and some local craft brews at the bar, Route 1A in Holden, just across the Brewer line. All right, it's ball 4, and the ball gets to the warning track behind the plate. So Schaff to first with the base on balls, and meanwhile, Andrew Barrett over to third.
Second wild pitch by Duty, and Schaff on base for the third time in as many plate appearances today.
Here's a called strike, runner going at first, and Schaff did not slide, but he will be safe.
He's still there. It was close play, actually.
Not sure why he didn't slide, but
yeah, I don't know either. Tying run now at second base.
Schaff swipes it, so 2-minute scoring position here for Logan Williams. Pitch was a strike, and make it 0-2. Orono looking for one big hit here from their left fielder. Pass ball and a swing and a miss. Looked like Duty reared back for a little extra there and blew it past Williams for out number 2.
Yeah, Duty entered the contest with 28 strikeouts in 17 2/3 innings, so that is part of his arsenal is the strikeout pitch.
Working from the windup, he misses low to Matt Allen.
Big second out there for Coyotes.
The kick, 1-0, and a rip and a miss there by Allen. Duty deals, and it's low. Backhanded pick there by Baker. 2-1 on the Orono second baseman. Game today brought to you by Hillside Athletics in Bangor. They proudly support high school softball and baseball. They feature hit tracks, spinball machines, indoor turf, and batting cages. Visit hillsideathletics.com. You can also find them on Facebook. 2-1. This is inside. Zach Ryder due up next. Duty's ready, and he misses low, ball 4. So Allen works the walk, and now the bases are loaded for the Red Riots.
Yeah, some control issues here for Duty. It's a couple of walks and 2 wild pitches here in his first inning of work, and going to
get a visit here.
Yeah, visit. It's one of the assistant coaches.
Catcher not invited.
No. No.
This is a one-on-one discussion.
Head coach Justin Christofouli is on
crutches.
It's either Don Duty, who would be dad, or Paul Christofouli, who are assistant coaches along with Mark Melvin, who that isn't, and then David Braun's another assistant coach. They have 4 assistant coaches. Justin's working on a bum knee right now. He's had surgery on his left knee, and he said it happened about a month ago. He tore the meniscus, and trying to play the waiting game while it heals here. So not too many trips for the mound for him.
Yeah. All right, 2-0 Old Town. Top of the 6th inning, and a foul back off the bat of Ryder. He has flown out twice. 2-0 Old Town. Bases are loaded here for the Red Riots. There are 2 outs. And now an 0-1 count to the batter, Zach Ryder. Number 8 batter, third baseman. And he ducks underneath that pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. Today's game brought to you by Sweet Cheeks Bakery. Don't forget to stock up on your favorite sweets from Sweet Cheeks before or after the game. Locations in Verona Island, Ellsworth, And they are open 24/7 at 113 Main Road in Holden. It's Sweet Cheeks Bakery. And that is ball 2.
Yeah, I think if you're a rider, I was surprised he went after the first pitch, but you need to be patient here as Duty's struggling a little bit with his control.
Game about an hour and 20 minutes old at this point. Duty the wind. Here's his 2-1. And that one is pulled foul on the ground. Softly over towards the third base dugout. It's 2-2. Today's game also brought to you by North Star Waste and Recycling in Brewer. Call them at 989-4000. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are full. Duty shakes off a couple of signs. A third, now nods in approval. Here's his kick, his 2-2 pitch, and it's very high, a breaking pitch. That one did not come out of that right hand properly there, so now the count is full, nowhere to put Ryder. Got to be a fastball here, right, Aaron?
I would think. You can't be messing around with anything other than what your favorite strikeout pitch is, and I'm guessing that's a fastball.
Julian takes a deep breath, staring in at the target. Runners are on the move, and it's grounded softly towards third. Charging is Murphy's going to bobble it. Throws to first too late, and Osno does a nice job there coming off the bag to snare that throw and keep the bases loaded. Orono is on the board. As Murphy came in, softly hit on the grass, just could not play it cleanly.
Almost too softly with a little spin on it to boot, and there's just too much time there, and Murphy in a hurry didn't pick up the ball the first try, and
well, it gets past Osno. That could score
that's
two.
At least one.
Two
yeah.
more, yeah.
Yep. And as it is, it's 1-1 game. Base is still loaded, 2 outs, and the number 9 hitter, Cooper Brown, coming to the plate.
This is actually Callum Bryant.
Yeah, it is.
Part of the Ticket TV team getting in at bat here, and he fouls it straight back. Good rip there by Callum.
Get a piece
Strike
of it.
1.
Bryant Jr.
Part of our Ticket TV team. Attends Orono High School and the United Technology Center. Student of Aaron Jackson's. And he puts it in the air. Down the right field side. It's going to fade foul. And it'll be 0-2 on Callum. Shaft back to third. Allen at second. Ryder on at first. Bryant looking to give his team the lead with a well-placed hit here.
0-2 might see the curve here, but Duty's going to be careful to not put it in the dirt.
Duty is ready. Here it comes, and it's high. Bryant could not lay off. He goes down swinging. Red Riots pick up a run. They strand 3 through 5.5. It is Old Town 2 and Orono 1. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career-ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we're in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
2-1 our score. Through 5.5 innings, Jack Brewer still out there for the Orono Red Riots. Red Riots getting on the board with a run in the top of the 6th inning. Due up for Old Town here in the bottom half. 5, 6, and 7 batters, McCannell, Osno, and Garland.
The downside of that last half inning for Orono was that they didn't score any more runs, but the upside, if you will, it brings the top of the lineup back to the plate in the top of the 7th. If they can hold them here, well, either way, they'll be the top of the lineup coming up, but they would like to do it holding Old Town without a run here in the bottom of the 6th, as it's now a 1-run game.
High school sports on Ticket TV, brought to you in part by Saliba's Rug Cleaners. For over 70 years, family-owned, Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor has been cleaning and repairing rugs with care. Visit their new location at 69 Hillside Avenue, or get a free quote at salibasrugcleaners.com. Clean rugs for a healthy home.
Jack Brewer, a strong game today, allowed just 4 hits, 1 earned run, and that on the home run to Nate Baker in the bottom of the 3rd. 6 strikeouts, 1 walk and a hit batter.
And this breaking pitch grounded to second. Allen up with it. Short throw to Barrett for the first out. Today's game brought to you by Hannaford's in Bar Harbor. Hannaford Bar Harbor is proud to support local youth sports, including high school softball and baseball. Visit them at 86 Cottage Street for fresh food, friendly service, and a commitment to their community. Learn more at hannaford.com. Pitch in the dirt to Carter Osno. Carter 0 for 1 officially, was hit by a pitch in the 2nd. Brewer deals, and a swing and a miss. Softball game has gone final. Breaking pitch, and that ball is shot to right center field. It's going to get in there for a base hit. Will Francis will pick it up and fire it back in, but it's a 1-out base hit for Osno here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
5th hit of the game for the Coyotes. Osno, 300 hitter coming into today's game, so he's been solid down in the latter half of the lineup.
Was our player of the game against Hamden.
Indeed. Drove in some big runs. Now he's going to be pinch ran for.
Number 5.
That's Jackson Braun. A little pinch run for Osno.
High school sports on Ticket TV, presented by Greenway Equipment Sales. Greenway Equipment Sales in Ellsworth and Bangor. Nothing runs like a deer. This one pulled foul. Nice play at third base, coach.
Smooth and strong with the arm as well.
Routine.
Probably they drill him down there. They just put him out there for about 20, 25 minutes and just keep hitting line drives. And
ooh, there's a breaking pitch up in the zone, and that is a shot to left field. A base hit for Michael Garland. Looked like he was surprised by that. It took him a while to get going out of the box there.
What did I just do, huh? You made good contact there. And a little bit of a rally here for the Coyotes with 2 on and 1 out, and now trip to the mound by the Orono pitching coach.
High school sports on Ticket TV, presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Main Street in Bangor, and Union Street in Bangor as well.
And we may have a change here as Don Joseph goes to the home plate umpire while the discussion is taking place at the mound. Or maybe not, maybe just a conversation. Although he's got his scorebook out there. Looks like Brewer's going to stay in. 76 pitches, excuse me. Pretty efficient performance for the senior so far here. But a couple hits in a row with 1 out, and now he's got to focus on the next couple of batters, 8 and 9 in the Old Town order. Michael Carroll and then Parker Day to keep this a 1-run game and give his team a better chance of coming back in the 7th.
2-1 Old Town, breaking pitch. Stays inside, ball 1 to Carroll, 0 for 2, a pop out and a ground out. Both times going to the third baseman, Zach Ryder, 1-0. That's low, and it's going to get past Shaft to the backstop, and the Old Town runners will move up 90 feet. The pinch runner Braun over to third base. Garland up to second. It's 2-0 on the batter Carroll.
First wild pitch for Brewer, and we're seeing really the first signs of him laboring as he gets deeper into the game. Don't know his record as far as pitching deep into contests this spring.
Jack is ready. Here's his pitch, and that's a called strike. 2-1 on Carroll. High school sports on Ticket TV, also presented by Next Home Experience. Next Home is the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Ball 3 inside. Right-hander goes with a breaking pitch, and it's a called strike. Full count to Michael Carroll.
And Brewer's not been afraid to throw that curveball at any count. That time, 3-1 pitch, and froze the batter.
Is that first base open? Number 9 batter due up next, and that first base spot is going to be filled now because that's ball 4 to Carroll. And it's going to bring up Parker Day. High school sports on Ticket TV, also presented by Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Pitch to Day, and a swing and a miss. Ball right at the feet of Noah Schaff. Parker 0 for 2, a pop out and a strikeout.
Ethan Clausen on deck. He's got a 2-hit day here.
And that was fouled off the catcher. Ball ends up right in front of our broadcast position. Retrieved by Orono head coach Don Joseph. Nothing in 2 today. Here's a pitch, and Parker gets a piece there, fouls it back. High school sports on Ticket TV, also presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Breaking pitch, and Day is caught looking. Slow breaking pitch there from Jack Brewer for out number 2.
That's a nice job there by Brewer. You knew he was going to come with a curveball at some point. And watch this here. That's it up, but just drops it in. On the outside corner, a little framing work by Noah Schaff to make sure it gets called a strike.
The fastball, and that's in at the knees. High school sports on Ticket TV, also presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Call them at 942-2226 or visit levesquesupply.com. Fouled behind the plate. Ethan Clausen, the batter, as Ernie mentioned, a couple of hits. He's 2 for 3. Down on the count here, nothing in 2. Brewer looks in, shakes off one sign, agrees with the second. Here's his pitch, breaking pitch, and that ball is into right field. It's going to be a base hit, picked up by Bryant, actually bobbled a little bit, and a couple runs are going to score on the base hit by Ethan Clausen, and that will up the Old Town lead to 3. 2-run base hit by the leadoff batter Clausen, who's now 3 for 4. And some breathing room for the Coyotes.
Yeah, that's a 0-2 pitch. And doesn't try to do too much with it, just serves it into right field. And 2-run single and some breathing room now for the Coyotes.
On the pinch runner scored from third. Garland from second on the base hit by Clausen. Next up is Julian Duty. Took ball 1. Julian 0 for 3. and make it 1 for 4 with a base hit to left field. Rounding third, steaming for the plate, and scoring is going to be Michael Carroll as he slams into Noah Schaff, who's grabbing his leg. And that is an interesting play at the plate.
Yeah, we'll see. Here he comes. There's a slide.
Ooh. Looks like he grabbed him a bit there.
It was late, and he kind of grabbed him.
Give him a pat on the back, and now Schaff.
I thought his might be his shoulder where he had been pulled, but that wasn't the case. Now he's up, shaking it off.
Leg awkwardly.
Yep.
All right, so Duty picks up an RBI, scoring Carroll from second. And Julian all the way over. No, he's going to be at second base. He's at second base. Clausen at third base. So a 3-run sixth inning so far here for the Coyotes, and they lead at 5-1 now.
Carroll scores, and Don Joseph out to the mound now. So we're going to have a. Looks like we're going to have a change.
All right, so we got a pitching change here. We're going to take a timeout on Ticket TV. Our score: Old Town 5 and Orono 1. And we'll see who the new pitcher coming in. Looks like a left-hander. We'll get the details when we come back. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
2024 was a fantastic year of growth for Next Home Experience, and it's all because of you. Thank you for choosing Next Home Experience for buying and selling your next home. Here's to a fantastic 2025. Get looped, get sold. Next Home Experience.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. DeansDetailing.com.
Pitching change for the Orono Red Riots here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Red Riots trailing now 5-1. A 3-run uprising so far for the Old Town Coyotes. They have 2 more men in scoring position. Andrew Barrett taking over on the mound for Jack Brewer, who moves to third base. Zach Ryder, the third baseman, moves to first base with Barrett coming in. And his first pitch is going to be Clausen. He is in with the 4th run of the inning and the 6th in the ball game for the Coyotes.
Yeah, here comes the first pitch, and just down in the dirt. Schaff couldn't come up with it, and head first slide, gets the run in, and then Clausen scores for the second time.
Nate Baker, the batter. Baker, the loudest hit in the ball game. A solo home run over the right field fence, came in the 3rd with 1 out.
Yeah, that was the difference in this game until the bottom of the 6th here, where Old Town's exploded. That actually made it 2-1.
2-0 at that.
2-0 at that time, excuse me. And then Orono scored in the top of the 6th to make it 2-1.
2-1 is the count on the batter Baker. So Nate in the last week a triple and a home run. Drops this one foul past the new first baseman Ryder. 2-2 to Nate. There are 2 outs. Duty the runner at third. 4 runs in. 6-1 Old Town. Kick by Barrett. Goes with the breaking pitch. It's in the dirt. It's going to squirt through Schaff. Go to the warning track. Duty will stay at third base. High school baseball presented by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Acadia FCU is a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. That one sent foul on the right side. Still full to Baker. Also brought to you by Darlings in Bangor, Ellsworth, and Newport. With a great selection and great service, they're ready to put you behind the wheel. Visit darlings.com or stop in today. You'll do better at Darlings. Baker on base with the base on balls. And the 9th batter in this 6th inning coming up here for the Coyotes. And that ball driven to center field, retreating. Will Francis still going back. He's not going to get to it. That's going to go all the way close to the fence out there. And Baker will score from first base. Duty easily scoring from third base. It is a 2-run double for Liam Murphy. And quite the inning here for the Coyotes. They have tacked on 6.
Yeah, one of the best hit balls of the day. They had a deep center field. Maybe not the splash of the home run to right by Baker, but over the head of Will Francis, who we know is somebody that can cover a lot of ground, whether it's on the football field or in the outfield, and he couldn't get to it. And 2-run score easily, and this continues to break this game open.
McCannell batting for the 2nd time. The inning started meekly with McCannell grounding out to Matt Allen at second base, but since then, things have broken down for the Red Riots. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to McCannell. Started on the mound, now playing at second base. He's in line for the win. 5 shutout innings. It's a called strike.
But it's still a save situation because when Duty came in, it was 2-1.
Yep.
Or 2-0 when he came in.
1-2 from Barrett. Misses high with the fastball. High school baseball also presented by Hidden Meadows Golf Course, 240 West Old Town Road, right here in Old Town where golf is for everyone, including Ernie. Here's a fly ball to left field, and coming in to make the play is Williams, and that will retire the side. But Old Town sends 10 men to the plate, 6 of them cross home plate, and they're going to take an 8-1 lead to the 7th inning. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union, we keep you mobile.
(8-1) Old Town leading Orono after a 6-run 6th inning for the Coyotes, and taking over on the mound it's going to be Tyler Priest. 3rd pitcher for the Coyotes in this one. McCannell, the first 5 shutout innings. Duty gave up a run in the 6th, and now Priest on for the Coyotes. Tyler having trouble keeping his cap on.
Yeah, he may want to go over to first base and talk to Carter Osno, who caught his cap while he was catching a foul ball over by the Orono dugout earlier in the game. This not a save situation, as the lead has been ballooned to 7 runs here after the big inning by Old Town in the bottom of the 6th.
All right, so Priest on, Duty back to shortstop, Clausen back to center field. Infield is Osno at first, McCannell at second, Duty at short, Murphy at third, Garland in left, Clausen in center. And I believe that's Parker Day out there in right field, with Nate Baker behind the plate working with Tyler Priest. High school baseball, softball, and lacrosse on Ticket TV, presented by Dean's Detailing. They've been Maine's auto detailing leader for 54 years. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment Feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark in the Dean's Detailing broadcast booth. Due up for the Red Riots here in their half of the 7th inning. Be at the top of the order. At one point, Ernie, with a 2-1 deficit, you were talking about the top of the order coming to the plate in the 7th.
Yes.
However, things have changed a bit.
Trying to erase a 1-run deficit, not a 7-run deficit.
Kason Bagley is that leadoff man, 0 for 3, a couple strikeouts and a ground out. Tyler Priest's first pitch is going to be popped up right side. Baker back for a look, and that one's going to land behind us. Strike one to Bagley. I had no idea where that baseball was.
No, I didn't either. I heard it hit tar. That's all. It didn't hit my head.
I just happy to see eyeballs going in that direction to my left, not at me. A 1 from Priest. Fastball. Too tall. 1-1. Coyotes looking to move to 4-2. Came in number 4 in Class B North.
It's been a week or so since they won a game. They got off to a 3-0 start and then lost their last 2, both by 1 run. Was it 3-2 to MDI and 6-5 to Herman? But still a ton of their schedule left. This is only game number 6 for the Coyotes. Game number 8 for Orono.
Orono would fall to 4-4 as Bagley fouls one at the backstop, but as Ernie documented, they've had some tough competition, especially in the 3, maybe 4 losses.
Yeah, well, if you count this one, then you're going to, you add another 4-2 record. 4-2 record. In a top 4 team in the division, Class B North.
So that would make it 20-6, I think, from your numbers earlier. There's a swing and a miss. That's out number 1 here in the 7th inning. It's going to bring up Will Francis. Will is 1 for 3. Stay tuned after the ball game for the McDonald's post-game show. We'll have our Heroes player of the game. Ernie will have the game recap. We have our next home highlights. And the play of the game as well. I know what mine is. Here's the pitch by Priest. Shallow right center field. Clausen a long run, slides, and makes the catch. Ethan Clausen showing off his athleticism out there in shallow right center field. First of all, just getting to that baseball and then sliding and holding on to it.
Does that enter into your thoughts about player of the game suddenly?
Well, it's 8-1.
Okay. There was no pressure, is what you're saying. Huh?
That might be the defensive play of the game.
Okay.
Mine is an offensive play of the game.
Oh, okay. Well, I got my player of the game down, and maybe that will have something to do with the player of the game.
2 outs. Brewer a cut on and miss.
Given the two-way nature of this game, it's offense and defense.
Tyler Priest into his windup. Here's his 0-1 pitch and another swing and a miss. 0-2 on Jack Brewer. Jack 0 for 1 officially. Walked in the first, was hit by a pitch in the third, lined out to short in the 6th, batting here in the 7th with 2 outs, bases empty. His team down 8-1. Priest working deliberately here. Fires, misses with the fastball. Again, we'll see these Red Riots tomorrow. I don't know if Tyler Priest is hurt or he's taking a long stroll out there behind the mound. Appears to be okay. Here's his 1-2 pitch, and it's going to drill Brewer, who's
not happy.
Not a happy camper. He's looking out at Tyler Priest. One did hurt. Jack didn't show a lot of pain there, but
I think right in the back. Here he comes. Oh, inside the back, actually.
So Brewer at first base, 2 outs, and the batter will be Andrew Barrett. Jack hit for the second time, showing some frustration.
Got a ways to go for the season record. Ticket TV, I think we had 4, right? Was that,
who was that?
Gavin Monyock for Hamden?
Oh, so he had 4. He was hit by a pitch 4 times, and he was out on the bases 3 times.
Of them,
like,
yes.
You're never going to find that.
Still feeling the pain when he was trying to run the bases.
That is a combination that
it was.
It
was a net +1, I guess.
0-2 pitch, and Barrett serves it into left field. Garland dives, can't come up with it. Rounding second, heading for third is Brewer. It's going to be a stand-up double for Andrew Barrett. And Noah Schaff will get an opportunity here with 2 men on and 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. See Barrett looking out towards left field. Here comes Brewer to third base.
And Don Joseph's going to hold him up with a 7-run game. I think that's the first extra base hit for Orono in the contest.
Here is Schaff. Priest ready, and pitches in there to Noah. Noah's been on base 3 times, a base hit and 2 walks. He's been stranded at first, third, and third again. That's how close this game was. Old Town blowing it open in the bottom of the 6th inning with 6 runs. Ground ball, and that's going to be just foul to the left side of the bag. Schaff down in the count, 0-2. Barrett was down in the count, 0-2 before doubling to left field. Priest works, and this is up and in. A breaking pitch that slipped out of his hand, 1-2. Tyler has now worked in an even 12 innings. Record of 1-1, came in with a 4.32 ERA. 1-2. And that's a ground ball left side. Duty to his right. Slings it across the diamond to Osno in time. And that will retire the side, and that will end the ball game. The Old Town Coyotes pick up win number 4 on the season against 2 defeats. They defeat the Orono Red Riots here today by a final score of 8-1. We'll take a break, back with the post-game show right after this on Ticket TV.
2024 was a fantastic year of growth for Next Home Experience, and it's all because of you. Thank you for choosing Next Home Experience for buying and selling your next home. Here's to a fantastic 2025. Get looped. Get sold. Next Home Experience.
Make the switch to Hopkins Energy, your trusted source for #2 heating oil. In Maine's challenging climate, emergencies can happen anytime. That's why we offer fast and responsive emergency fuel deliveries, as well as automatic deliveries. Our dedicated team is always just a call away, ensuring you never run out of fuel. Dependable service tailored to your needs. Visit hopkinsenergy.com.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Maine's largest network of parts just got a little bigger. Coastal Auto Parts, newest location in Bangor, has all your automotive needs to get you to the moments that matter most. Whether you're a professional mechanic or just need a little help, find everything you need all under one roof. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you with friendly service and expert advice right here at 200 Sylvan Road, just off I-95. Drive in, stock up, and hit the road with confidence. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
You've lived quite a life. Now, it's time to live it up. We're here to help you enjoy all you've earned. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Maine football's purpose and belief are represented in the One Direction arrow. The arrow is a reminder that it takes all of us working together to be the best. Blackbird Nation, join us as we work in one direction towards victory. One team, one state, one direction.
We are back at Old Town High School. Look there at the Orono Red Riots and their post-game meeting, and there's your line score. Coyotes with the victory. They improve to 4-2. Orono drops to 4-4. 8 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the Coyotes. 1-5-2 for the Orono Red Riots. Welcome into the post-game show. It's brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street in Bangor, Union Street in Bangor, and Wilson Street in Brewer. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark in the Dean's Detailing broadcast booth. And Ernie, before we get to the highlights from this ball game, why don't you give us the game recap, brought to you by Hidden Meadows Golf Course right here in Old Town.
All right, you just mentioned the line score, 8-9-2 for Old Town, 1-5-2 for Orono. Left on base, Orono 10 and Old Town 6. Again, Old Town with a run in the top of the first as Ethan Clausen led off with a single, stole second and third, and scored while stealing third on an error as the throw went in the dirt. Stayed 1-0 until the third. Nate Baker with a solo home run, 1 out to right field, pulled it to right field, left-handed hitter batter, made it 2-0. Orono got back within 2-1 in the sixth as Andrew Barrett hit a 1-out single, advanced to third on a pair of wild pitches, and scored on an infield error. That made it 2-1. We thought we were in for a barn-burning final inning, but Old Town took care of that. 6 runs, 5 hits in the bottom of the 6th inning. Big hits in that, a Julian Duty RBI single, a 2-run single by Ethan Clausen, and that blew the game open to the final score of 8-1. Winning pitcher in the game is Alex McCannell. Went the first 5 innings. Allowed just didn't allow a run, allowed just 3 hits, struck out 4, walked 2, and hit a batter. Got relief help from Julian Duty in the 6th and Tyler Priest in the 7th. A little bit of a tough luck loser, Jack Brewer, who pitched well through 5 innings, allowed just the 2 runs, and but then tired and gave up 5 of the 6 runs in the in the 6th inning. He takes the loss. Leading hitters for the game, Ethan Clausen went 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, and also made a nice catch, sliding catch in the outfield in the 7th inning. Liam Murphy, also a repeat hitter for the Coyotes, including a 2-run double that I omitted in the 6th inning, also singled in the game. And then we mentioned the home run by Baker in the 3rd. He also scored in the 6th inning as well after walking. And leading hitters for the Orono Red Riots, Andrew Barrett had a single to left field and scored the lone run for the Red Riots in the 6th inning, and then in the 7th hit a 2-out double, but was stranded on second base. Team records now, Old Town 4-2 on the season, and Orono falls to 4-4.
All right, the game recap brought to you by Hidden Meadows Golf Course, 240 West Old Town Road in Old Town, where golf is for everyone. Game took about an hour and 50 minutes to play here this afternoon between the Coyotes and the Red Riots. Let's get to our post-game highlights right now. They're brought to you by Next Home Experience. As Ernie, you and I get a little airtime there.
Yes.
Here's the first run scoring. Ethan Clausen, who had stolen second.
Ball went in the dirt.
There.
Yep, ball went in the dirt on the throw to third. Cloud of dust, and it was hard to locate the ball, and then Clausen scores the first run of the game standing up.
And then this happened.
A little hanging curveball. Baker waited for it patiently to come down and timed it perfectly.
Like an old softball swing there.
Yeah, over the top of.
He is feeling it right there.
Callum Bryant in right
just hit a
field.
home run?
Yeah. Hey, what's the slowest trot in high school baseball history? I'm going to go for it because I deserve it. I hit that ball hard.
Give it a shot.
Yeah. Blast by Nate Baker, batting third in the Old Town lineup. That made it 2-0 at the time.
There's Noah Schaff hitting for third base. Runners were on the move there. This was a bases loaded situation, and third baseman Murphy unable to make the play there, and Orono scoring their only run of the ball game.
Is that the same play?
Yes, it is.
It is. Slow roller and couldn't be handled at third, and run scores.
Made it 2-1.
Then the Coyotes finally broke through against Brewer. That was Clausen there with an RBI single. Drive home 2 runs.
Duty a base hit.
It was the first 2 runs of the inning, and then Duty drove home the 3rd run. Michael Carroll scoring from second base.
Wild pitch there by Andrew Barrett. There's Ethan Clausen. Made my shoulder hurt watching that slide right there.
There's Duty scoring on the double by Liam Murphy. And then Baker scoring also on the double by Baker, I believe.
Clausen, diving, sliding catch there in right center field in the top of the 7th inning, and some of the Red Riots are enjoying dinner.
Dinner, yes.
Indeed. Makes me hungry. All right, again, your game highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience. They are the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. All right, let's go to our play of the game, and we're going to go back to inning number 3 with Old Town at the plate. 1 out, bases empty for Nate Baker, who had a triple in their game against Herman at Mahaney Diamond the other day, last week on Thursday, and got this hanging breaking pitch from Jack Brewer, and he drove it over the right field fence and then took that lengthy trot around the bases. That home run giving Old Town a 2-0 lead.
Baker, one of the leading hitters for Old Town, coming into the game at 313. Only Clausen at 333 ahead of him. And Baker with his, let's see what we've got here. Oh, just his 2nd extra base hit of the game, of the season so far, but important ones. That was an important one against Hampton Academy, the triple that he had, and certainly that home run helped keep proved to be the winning run in the game. Made it a 2-1 game, and it stayed that way until the big inning in the bottom of the 6th, in which Old Town scored 6 runs.
All right, that home run by Nate Baker. Our McDonald's Player of the Game brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's, Main Street in Bangor, Union Street in Bangor, Wilson Street in Brewer. And now to our Player of the Game. I'll give the floor to Ernie Clark, Player of the Game, brought to you by Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center in downtown Bangor.
All right, Ethan Clausen, the center fielder, leadoff hitter for the Coyotes, did exactly what a leadoff hitter is supposed to do, and that's get on base. Had 3 base hits, a single in the first. He scored in the first inning, single in the 5th, and also a 2-run single in the 6th inning. Wound up going 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, a pair of stolen bases, and also had the nice sliding catch in the outfield for the second out in the top of the 7th after Old Town had built a big lead and just kind of holding on. Went to right center field, and with a dive and a slide, made the catch to put Will Francis out and make it 2 outs, nobody on. A couple of base runners for Orono followed, but the ground out by Schaff ended the game with Tyler Priest on the mound.
All right, Ethan Clausen, our Heroes Player of the Game, brought to you by Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Visit them at herosportsgrill.com. Up next here on Ticket TV, more baseball coming your way tomorrow. We'll see this Orono Red Riot team as they try to get back over 500. Now at 4-4, they're going to be hosting the George Stevens Academy Eagles. 4:30 the first pitch in that one. Pregame show right around 4:15. Friday evening from Cameron Stadium in Bangor, it'll be high school lacrosse. The Brewer Witches taking on the Bangor Rams. And we're looking for a game on Tuesday. We'll see what plays out there. And then on Wednesday, more lacrosse as the John Baptist Crusaders host the Hamden Academy Broncos at Husson University. Now let's credit our team for their fine work here today on this beautiful day for baseball. Max Pottle leading the way, our director and producer. Also did the graphics for us in this one. Scoreboard operator Jay Baines. Camera operators Matt Cunha and Kim Mitchell, a couple of veterans there. And, of course, my broadcast partner Ernie Clark. Ernie, have a great evening. We'll see you tomorrow.
We will see you tomorrow.
All right. Jim Churchill saying good evening from Old Town. The final score in this one, the Coyotes 8 and the Red Riots 1. This has been high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Make the switch to Hopkins Energy, your trusted source for #2 heating oil. In Maine's challenging climate, emergencies can happen anytime. That's why we offer fast and responsive emergency fuel deliveries, as well as automatic deliveries. Our dedicated team is always just a call away, ensuring you never run out of fuel. Dependable service tailored to your needs. Visit hopkinsenergy.com.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Maine's largest network of parts just got a little bigger. Coastal Auto Parts, newest location in Bangor, has all your automotive needs to get you to the moments that matter most. Whether you're a professional mechanic or just need a little help, find everything you need all under one roof. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you with friendly service and expert advice right here at 200 Sylvan Road, just off I-95. Drive in, stock up, and hit the road with confidence. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
You've lived quite a life. Now, it's time to live it up. We're here to help you enjoy all you've earned. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Maine football's purpose and belief are represented in the One Direction arrow. The arrow is a reminder that it takes all of us working together to be the best. Blackbird Nation, join us as we work in one direction towards victory. One team, one state, one direction.
High school sports on Ticket TV has been brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street, Bangor, Union Street, Bangor, and Wilson Street, Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Next Home Experience. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Hidden Meadows Golf Course in Old Town, where golf is for everyone. Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center in downtown Bangor. Heroes is the place to be. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. UMaine Athletics. For Black Bear tickets, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-BEAR. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's best driver's education for 56 years. Ticket TV is also brought to you by Darling's Auto Group, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Bangor Mall Cinemas, Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, Doors Equipment Company, Union Street Towing, Pushaw Energy, The Fitch Company, Bennett Auto Center, The Growing Place, Hillside Athletics, UMaine Early College, Bangor Tire Company, Old Town Redemption Center, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Saliba's Rug Cleaners, Traditions Golf Course, North Star Waste and Recycling, Bar Harbor Hannaford, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Hopkins Energy, Coastal Auto Parts, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Hammond Lumber Company, First National Bank, and Thomas College. High school sports on Ticket TV is a production of Sportsnet Maine and 92.9 The Ticket.